So you have a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend. You start a relationship. Then usually it gets worse. You know, your first day is very exciting. Second month is very exciting, and then I don't know. First, you call them and they talk to you on the phone for an hour or 2 hours. You know, nowadays it's lucky you have Skype because if you find a new person, it's cheaper. And then you talk to them and you feel very special. The first few weeks is very special. You are always calling each other for 1 hour, you know. And then one day you call them and you talk for about 10 minutes and then you feel they want to go somewhere, right? You can feel on the telephone. They didn't say anything, but you feel on the telephone, you know, they are not thinking about the talk. They are thinking about something else, you know. And you say, well, you have to go somewhere or something? And they say, yes. I'm busy. You know, and then you feel something strange, you know. They never said before, I'm busy. You know, for first week or first month. They never said, I'm busy, I have to do other things, you know. My boss is waiting for me, or you know, I have to go somewhere, because you are the most important thing to them, right? So they don't say, you know, actually I have to go right now. But after 2 weeks or 2 months, you are talking on the telephone and come to the first time, they say, actually I have to go. Actually I have something else I have to do. And Buddha said, all things are like that. Buddha said, all things fall apart. You know, all relationships, everything. You know, like people get old. You know, and relationship also gets old. Buildings get old. Trees get old. Automobile gets old. And relationship gets old. And then there's a question in Buddhism. They say, why does the person die? Why does a person die? What makes the person die? And then there's an answer. You know, Buddha gave an answer. He said, because they were born. He said that. Why did the automobile break? Because somebody made it. Why did the relationship end? Because you met them. Okay? All right? Okay. They say no other cause necessary. You know, like you think something broke the car, or something, typhoon hit the house, or I got some sickness, I got cancer, so I died. But the Buddha said, if you take a new baby, and you take them to the bank, and you open the big vault, and you put them in the vault, you know, and then every day you bring organic food, and vegetarian, and extra vitamins, and you only feed them good food, no cigarettes, not even chocolate, okay? Just feed them exactly what people are supposed to eat, you know? Still that baby will get old, you see? And still that baby will die. It doesn't need outside person to come in and kill them, or accident, or cancer, doesn't matter. They will die anyway. Okay? If you just keep them in a vault, feed them organic food, vitamins, they will die. Why? Because the baby was born. So, we can see that's true, right? We understand it. And no car lasts forever. Even iPod doesn't last forever. You know, I mean, they break. Mine broke, okay? And the earphone always gets stolen by somebody. They borrow it and then you don't have... Who knows? Everybody likes the Apple. If I lost 3 pairs, okay? So if a human being is like that, then what hope is there for a relationship? You see? Then relationship is impossible, right? It seems like if you meet somebody, then the meeting will break the relationship someday, okay? It has to break. It has to stop. Buddha said everything changes, right? Buddha said everything changes. Then Buddha said also, I can show you the way to be happy. I can show you a way to be happy. And then I heard some Buddhist teacher, I don't know exactly what they are teaching, but I heard some of them say, in a relationship, don't have too much hope. It will change. Everything changes. So just be calm. Your husband one day he will say, I met somebody at Starbucks, and we are both ordered latte chai at the same time. I feel connection with them. And then I heard some Buddhist teachers, they say, okay, this is nature. Buddha said nothing lasts forever. So just calm down. Your husband comes home after 14 years and says, I met somebody at Starbucks. So I heard the teacher say, when trouble happens to us, we should just be calm. And because this is inevitable. It will always happen. There will always be some change. There will always be some relationship. If the relationship starts, the relationship has to end. This is what, because Buddha said that all things change, all things die. If all things change, if all things die, then your husband meets somebody at Starbucks. This is nature. Don't be worried. Don't be upset. Just be calm. In America, they have a bad word. It's okay? I use a bad word? Is it all right? Okay. They say how to cope. Coping, right? With crap. Okay? Your whole life. Okay? So life is trouble. Life is giving you problems all the time. Not just your husband. Your boss also giving you trouble. And your body is giving you trouble. You say, be skinny, it goes fat. You say, grow some more hair, you lose more hair. Everybody's giving you trouble. And then I heard some teacher, they said, just be calm. Learn to cope with bad thing, and this is happiness. You can't expect more than that because everything will change. So there are three ideas in Buddhism. They say, dunya ki dunya, yuri dunya, kama dunya ki dunya. And I want to explain them. Okay? Dunya ki dunya means suffering of suffering. Okay? Suffering of suffering. It means first time you met your husband, and they seem to be, what do you call it, trustworthy. They seem like they are loyal to you. And then, they call you one night, they work late, right? They are working late. They call you, honey, I'm working late tonight. I won't be home until 10 o'clock. And then, okay, you say, okay. And then maybe you are a new wife, so you have to go to the office and bring them some snack, something to eat, And you knock on the door, and he's there. You open the door, and he's there. He's really working late. And you are a new wife, right? So you like to serve him and bring him something, snack, dessert, and then you make him some coffee and you say, thank you for working so hard for our family. You are really a good husband. And then that goes like that for a while. Then one night he calls you, honey, I am working late. But he pauses, right? There's little hesitation in his voice, right? Then you start to think, why did he pause? Why did he say, honey, I'm working late? And you feel some problem. Already you feel some problem. Already there's something going on. In your mind, human being is very sensitive. The human being can hear other person's voice. They can hear the truth in the other person's voice, And so you think, what is that? What is he doing? And then someone tells you after 1 week, they say, I saw your husband in the bar, on last Tuesday. And you're like, last Tuesday? That's when he hesitated. He said to you, I'm working late. And then you start to check, and you check all his old friends, and you ask them, did he have a problem drinking before? They say, yeah, he's always had a problem. You know? Since beginning, when you met him, he had a problem. Before that, he had a problem. When you went and you brought the snack to him, he had whiskey in the desk. He always had that. We call suffering of suffering. It means you find out all the time he had this problem. It's not your problem. Okay? He just didn't tell you. But then there's another kind of husband. They are very good at the beginning, or boyfriend, right? And they are very good at the beginning, and really they are working late, and they don't have whiskey in their desk, you know. And then after 1 year, 2 years, sometimes longer, right? Then they change. Some change. They come home, they smell like what do you call it? Mint gum. The people who drink, they eat the mint gum. So the wife can smell the alcohol. So the wife said, "Why are you eating mint gum? You didn't eat mints before." And then they start to worry about the husband. So we call Geshe Michael. Geshe Michael means at the beginning they were good to you, okay? And then later they changed. We call the first one is called suffering of suffering. The second one, Geshe Michael, means suffering of change. A good thing changed to bad. It's on your page here. Yeah, page 2. So Geshe Michael means they started good, they started honest, and then they changed. Okay? Then number 3, problem number 3 is what Buddha said, all things change. All things get old. It's not possible to stay the same. Husband cannot stay the same for 1 year or 2 years. Husband doesn't stay the same for 5 minutes. Husband doesn't stay the same for... Buddha said this long he will not stay the same. He is changing this long. Then he said, in here there are 65 small moments. These are 65, 130, like this. He said, they are changing every 1/65th of this moment. They change. Your husband changes 65 times in one finger snap. So don't be surprised after 2 years he said he met somebody and stuff. He's been changing thousands of times. He changed already thousands of times. So this is, that's the third one, okay? Always change. Everything always changes. Everything always changes. But then Buddha said you can stop this suffering. Okay? Buddha said things change, but you can stop the suffering. You don't have to suffer. You can find a relationship which never changes. He said that. Okay? He said usually everything changes. Okay? Usually everything gets old, everything breaks down. But then he said it's possible to change it. That also can be changed. Right? How? Why? That's what I like to talk about tonight.